Hey everyone, it's Bargo here. Today we're diving into some very scary and interesting footage from Siberia, Russia. There are some long, raw, uncut scenes of footage out there, but there's not much information in English about it. I've wanted to discuss this encounter for a while, but finding good information has been tough, especially because it's mostly known in Russia. I did my best to find the details with translation tools. Beforehand, I would like to suggest that you turn off the lights, lock the door, and use headphones for the real footage later in the video. So let's get started. Siberia, a mysterious land, hides chilling secrets in its vast expanse. Home to the world's coldest inhabited place, where biting winds tell haunting tales. The silent taiga witnesses enigmatic events and harbors legends of elusive creatures. Siberia's isolation breeds tales of unexplained phenomena, creating a chilling canvas of natural wonders and supernatural mysteries. In this video footage from 2011, shot by the man himself, we delve into the intriguing backstory behind the video captured by the seasoned hunter-trapper, Sergei. Our journey unfolds in the remote landscapes of Siberia, specifically the western Saiyan Mountains. Equipped with his camera, Sergei embarks on an expedition into the dense thickets. Intending to spend multiple days and nights isolated in the secluded expanse of the Saiyan mountain range. His primary mission, hunting and vigilant observation of the local wildlife. Despite its ominous reputation by the locals and other hunters, Sergei confronts the unpleasant place in the harsh Siberian wilderness that over the years been believed being inhabited by something that is very difficult to explain. Some people tell stories about cryptid monsters, ghosts, or even black magic. But of course, Sergei did not believe in such stories, and still ventured into the forest, not scared of any mysterious or cursed lands. Against all odds, Sergei not only survives, but bravely shares his spine-chilling story with the world. Many have hailed his first-hand experiences as a genuine exploration into the realms of real-life horror. Join me as I share the mystery of Sergei's encounters in this vast land, seeking answers to the haunting questions that linger within the depths of the Saiyan mountain range. As he arrives at his destination, he begins to look for tracks and clues from the game he is trying to hunt. Eventually, he sets up a small camp and starts preparing the gear needed to hunt his game, the Manchurian wapiti, a very large deer found in southeastern Siberia. One of the hunting methods is using decoys or calling from a high seat or a tree stand from where you can spot the game, which Sergei plans to do during the night. As the Siberian dark and cold night starts to swallow the land, Sergei seeks his way up in the tree to keep warm and wait patiently. And that is when his adventures take a very dark turn. This is about to be a very long night. It all started out innocent and gradually gets worse by the night. Keep in mind that he is all alone out there in one of the most unforgiving boreal taiga forests there is. It is Siberia, far more than 100 kilometers from the nearest village. If the cold, bears, or the Siberian tiger doesn't get you, what will? What more lurks in the night?
Звук какой-то непонятный. Время где-то около часа ночи. Стук такой, как металлический. Тихо.
1 a.m. he starts to hear some metallic sounds. It might be cattle, but why so far from the nearest village?
Ничего не пойму. Как будто люди какие-то, хотя здесь быть не может. Твою мать!
Around 30 minutes later, he can hear the sounds of someone chopping wood or trees with an axe, or something that knocks hard on a tree, followed by the first cry of a man or someone who is in pain. Listen for yourself.
Хера себе, блядь, это чё?
Sergei gets the shivers and stops the hunt, trying to make sense of what he just heard. He gets down from the tree to return to camp and figure out what just happened. But on his way back to camp, he stops to hear even more of these strange noises. Take a look.
Вон там где-то. Тихо. Видимо, костер мешает слушать. Тихо, 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 старик. Да, блядь. Это пищевые, вон там. Там где-то в той стороне. Что вот это вот, блядь? Тихо, 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 тихо. Перестало, что ли? Вот. Пошли. Ноги, блядь. Так, рюкзак собираем. Растаскивай головешки. Тихо. Блядь, тушим давай. Тихо, чтобы не поехала никуда. Блядь, сейчас сольем уж нахуй. Фляжку давай, блядь. Да тут вода, не до воды, блядь. Заливай. Заливай, блядь. Тихо. Давай, не ссы. Быстрее, блядь.
the sound of a man's scream is heard more clearly and closer to him. Sergei, by this point, is probably getting somewhat scared, since he retreats away from the sound to start a fire. By now, I would guess that he probably can't comprehend if it's a human or something else. Lighting a fire maybe wasn't the best idea, since he reveals his own position. But fire can also help to protect from animals, or maybe other things lurking in a forest. On the other hand, it makes us humans feel safer.
О, блядь. Тихо, 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 братан. Запыхался нахуй. Тихо. Вот там где-то, блядь. А ну-ка, пошли. Пошли, блядь. Лезай, аккуратно. Опа. Опять нахуй. О-о-о-о. Ты чё, блядь? Давай, блядь. Быстрее, нахуй. Ну давай, блядь. На дерево, нахуй. Не боись, не боись, не боись. Тихо, осторожно. Блядь, не вниз не улети. Тихо. О, блядь.
As the thing making noises seems to be getting closer, I think Sergei figured that lighting a fire might not be the best idea, so he quickly puts it out and starts to move away into the darkness again. But whatever seems to be stalking him starts to come even closer.
Маленький, блин. внимательно, главное. Смотри внимательно, главное. Так что...
While Sergei is up in a tree again, something very similar to the sound when a woman hums with her mouth closed can be heard, like a lullaby. Seconds later, a clear E at the same moment, like an imitation of a frog croak, is heard as if something noticed Sergei. He then fires his rifle, and a loud male scream is heard during the shot. Have a look. Take a listen again to the scream after shots fired. Does that sound human to you? Defending against the intruders from behind a bush with a few more shots from the rifle, it seemed to get quiet again. That silence lasted until the morning, he tells us. He definitely managed to survive. Otherwise, I don't think we would have ever seen the footage. Luckily, he lived to tell the tale. But the real question is, what did Sergei encounter that night? Was it human? Why would they be out there in the middle of nowhere at night making non-human sounds, without really communicating? Sergei was asked by many people what really happened that night and what he encountered. But his answer was always the same, that he had no idea what really happened that night, or what or who was lurking in the forest. Much like you and me, he has some theories also about this mysterious encounter. But one thing is for sure, this was a night that he will never forget. I'm always skeptical, but the footage looks very much real, even though there are some edits and small cuts in the presented footage. From what I could research, the original footage from the hunt was way longer, and much of it had nothing to do with the encounter that night. From what I understand, it was cut down to a smaller video surrounding the actual event, before being uploaded for the first time on YouTube and presented at several movie festivals, probably to find someone to turn the encounter into a movie. However, as far as I know, there is no movie in production at the moment. Sergei is still around and has his own YouTube channel. I will link below to his channel, the original upload, and credits from another channel that translated what he said in the footage and also made a video about his encounter. Me myself, I am having a hard time believing it was animals. It sure did not sound like animals. Another thing comes to mind, some kind of elusive cryptids. But what do I know? I can only speculate. I don't have the answers. But it all comes down to how open your mind is. There are many things it could and could not have been, but please share your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read them. Thank you for watching. And to end this video, I will leave you with these words. Creatures emerge as legends woven into the fabric of Siberian folklore. Tales passed through generations speak of elusive beings. The Yeti, Almasty, and more roaming the vast forest and remote mountains. Siberian folklore intertwines with the mysteries of cryptids, casting shadows on the edges of human understanding. These mythical creatures, shaped by centuries of storytelling, contribute to the rich history of Siberia's cultural and supernatural heritage. As whispers echo in the wind, the line between reality and folklore blurs, inviting us to explore the hidden realms where cryptids and ancient stories converge.